Hello everyone, this is Maheshwaran, Assistant Professor of English, Sri Kalishwari College, Savahasi. So in this video, I am going to deliver a presentation on a thought-provoking essay prose titled The Spoon-Fed Age, written by W.R. Ing, a well-known English essayist and a thinker. Though this essay was written in the early 20th century, it strongly reflects the condition of our present society. And in fact, when we read this essay, we may feel that author is speaking directly about our own generation. So the central concern of this essay is how the modern civilization, with all its comfort and convenience, is slowly weakening human beings, both physically and mentally. The Spoon-Fed Age is a critical and reflective essay. In this essay, he analyzes the lifestyle of our modern people and points out its serious drawbacks. And according to author, people today want everything to be easy, safe, quick and comfortable. But they dislike effort, struggle and hardship. As a result, human beings are gradually losing their natural abilities, strength and independence. And the author uses the term spoon feeding to describe a situation where people are given everything without having to work for it. Just like a child who is spoon fed, modern humans depend entirely on others like machines, systems, institutions for survival. Now let me introduce the author of this prose, William Ralph Ing, popularly known as W.R. Ing. He was an English theologian, philosopher, professor and essayist. He served as the Dean of St. Paul Cathedral in London. He was also nicknamed as the Gloomy Dean because of his pessimistic and critical outlook on modern civilization. However, his criticism was not negative, it was a warning meant for improvement. His essays dealt with deep issues such as education, religion, morality, civilization, and human responsibility. His writing style is very logical, serious, and intellectually stimulating. One of the strongest criticism put forward by the author is about the over-dependence on human machine used by the human being. So he does not deny the usefulness of machine. In fact, he acknowledges that machines were invented to reduce human labor and save our time. However, his concern is that machines have gradually replaced human effort instead of supporting it. In earlier times, everyday life demanded skill, patience, and physical effort. Writing was done by hand, and handwriting was considered not only a means of communication but also an art. Each person's handwriting reflected their personality, discipline, and education. But today, handwriting has almost completely replaced by typewriters. As a result, many people, especially students, they struggle to write even a page neatly and confidently. And this shows how machines have reduced a basic human skill. Similarly, domestic activities such as cooking, baking, repairing, and building things were once essential parts of our daily life. People know how to prepare food and fix broken objects and manage household tasks independently. But the modern life, however, offers ready-made solutions for everything, ready-to-eat food, automated appliances, and professional services. So while these conveniences make life easier, they also make people less self-reliant. And the author, he fears that this dependence on machine has turned humans into what he calls parasites on machine. Humans can go no longer function independently without technological assistance. If machines were suddenly unavailable, many people would find it difficult to survive or manage even a simple task. This is a dangerous situation because it shows the loss of human adaptability and resilience. So another important aspect of Ing's criticism is that machines encourage mental laziness. When a machine performs tasks that require thinking, such as calculation, planning, or decision making, and humans stop exercising their minds. So over the time, the ability to think critically and solve problems weakens. So Ing believes that unused abilities slowly disappear, just as unused muscles grow weak. And moreover, machines create an illusion of progress. Society assumes that more machines we use, the more advanced we become. But the author challenges this idea by asking a crucial question. Is it real progress if machines grow smarter while humans grow weaker? So, according to him, true progress should remain strengthen our human capacities but not replace them. The author also discusses the decline in physical activity. So, in the past, physical activity was an inseparable part of human life. People walked a long distance without complaint, not as an exercise but as a natural necessity. So, riding horses, working in field, carrying loads, and engaging in outdoor activity were common aspect of daily life. Manual labor was respected, and physical exertion helped people maintain strong bodies, endurance, and resilience. So, hard work was not avoided, instead, it was accepted as an essential part of survival and discipline. But in contrast, modern life is designed to eliminate physical effort such as much as possible. So people prefers vehicle even for a shortest distance. An elevator, escalators replace stairs, and a machine replace manual labor, and a comfort replace effort in almost every sphere of life. So convenience has become primary goal, and a physical exertion is often seen as a unnecessary or even undesirable. So as a result of this lifestyle, people today suffer from poor health, weak stamina, obesity, and various lifestyle related diseases. So the human body, which was naturally designed for movement and activity, is slowly becoming inactive and fragile. So the author strongly believes that excessive comfort has destroyed the natural physical strength of a human being. According to him, when the body is no longer challenged, it gradually loses its power, proving that comfort, when overindulged, becoming a silent enemy of our human health. Another important area where the author observed decline in reading habits. So earlier, books demanded patience and concentration, and readers had to make an effort to understand the language and the ideas. So these mental struggle helped to develop our intelligence and the critical thinking. But now the modern reading, however, it is simplified. Books are printed clearly and the language is very easy, and summarizers are provided. So, reading has become a form of entertainment rather than the intellectual exercise. So, the author states that reading has become purely receptive, and the meaning the reader receives information without thinking deeply. So next he comes to education system. So in the earlier times, education demanded serious intellectual effort from the students, and the learners had to struggle with difficult text, complex ideas, unclear explanation, and a limited learning source. So this struggle was not a disadvantage. Instead, it is played as a crucial role in developing reasoning ability, critical thinking, and intellectual independence. And the students were forced to read carefully, question ideas, and arrive at their own understanding. Through this process, education shaped not only the knowledge but also their character and discipline. But in contrast, the modern education it provides students with ready-made materials such as notes, guide, summaries, and even pre-prepared answer. So learning has become easy and mechanical. So the students they no longer require to analyze, interpret, or think deeply because everything is presented in simplified and a convenient form. So as a result, the habit of the independent thinking gradually disappears. So according to this author, such a education system it destroys the true purpose of education, and he strongly believes that when intellectual struggle is removed from the education, learning becomes shallow and the mind becomes weak. The author extended his criticism even to games and sports. So earlier, games involved danger, risk, and physical challenge, and the players learned courage, endurance, and responsibility. But now, modern games they made of safe and easy. So people avoid risk and expect someone else to take responsibility for their accidents and failures. So he states that life without risk and struggle cannot build our strong character. So here Ing expresses deep concern about the future of our humanity. So he fears that if humans continue to live as a spoon-fed life, they may lose their strength, intelligence, and independence, and humans may become completely dependent on machines and systems. So he uses a powerful metaphor by comparing the ants that serve even when food is nearby because they are used to being fed. So this metaphor highlights the extreme helplessness of future humans. So Jung firmly believes that struggle is essential for growth. He states that nature removes any ability that is not used. If humans stop thinking, working, struggling, these abilities will disappear. So effort strengthens the mind, hardship builds the character, and patience lead to excellence. So true progress comes not from the comfort but come from the our perseverance and discipline. To conclude, the spoon-fed age stands as a powerful and a timeless warning against the dangers of excessive comfort and over-dependence on modern convenience. While civilization, technology and machines are unavoidable and even necessary for progress, blind dependence on them gradually weaken our human independence and inner strength. So, Ing strongly emphasized the need to maintain a healthy balance between ease and effort, between convenience and responsibility. So, he urges our individuals to think independently, work diligently, and face challenges with courage and determination. And according to him, struggle is not an obstacle to life, but it is an essential force that shapes character, the intelligence, and the resilience. So, without effort and hardship, human life lost its purpose and dignity. So, therefore, this essay reminds us that true progress does not lie in effortless living but in conscious effort and a self reliant action. So, Ying message remains deeply relevant even today, urging us to question whether our comfort is strengthening us or slowly making us weak. Thank you.